Contribution isn't a program, it's a mindset. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 192 of our Supersize You annual challenge. I've got my Shine Always cup, which is just a reminder. I don't know about you, but I do little things every day to remind myself to have the right attitude, to show up like I want the world to be, not necessarily the way it appears to be in my immediate situation. So today and all this month, we're talking about contribution. How do we make the world a better place? How do we contribute to the world as a whole? How do we contribute to our circle of influence? How do we do any of this? And today's topic is one that I love. It's near and dear to my heart. It's leaving a place, a person, a thing, a situation better than you found it, better than you entered into it. So any room you enter into, anything you participate in, is it better because you have been there? I think that's a great reflective question. I would honestly have to say sometimes yes, sometimes no. But it's always due to the intention and the attitude and the mindset and the thinking that I bring into that situation, that I bring into that room. So challenge yourself today and ask yourself, is that you too? You don't think it's just me, but we'll act like it's just me today. So contribution isn't just formal volunteering. It is all of your interactions with anything outside of you. And actually, it's got to do with what's inside of you as well, in your heart and in your head. We want to always leave everything better than we found it. I probably really adopted this in Girl Scouts, right? I was a Girl Scout when I was a little girl. I won't tell you that story right now. But then went on to become a Girl Scout leader for my daughter when she was going through school. And, by the time the kids hit 16 and could all drive, they all scattered like the wind, which was okay because we've been doing it for a long time by then. But it taught us all to leave things better than we found them, to continually improve and make things better to the best of our ability. This mindset transforms ordinary interactions, ordinary experiences into something that can be extraordinary and have a huge impact on another person. I think I've shared that I used to go for walks every day at my old business. Every day, sometimes several times a day, depending on what was going on. I call it the shop. I call my Italian food manufacturing business the shop. Sometimes I just needed to cool down and have a different point of view or perspective, and so I would go for a walk up and down the dike. And one of my challenges to myself was to smile at and say hello to absolutely every person on that walk. Whether they said hello back or not, that was not about them. It wasn't about me. But it was about me putting what I wanted to see into the world out there in just everyday, easy ways to make. And sometimes you would see people and you would say, hi, good morning, how are you doing? Or good afternoon or good evening. And they would just break into a smile and light up. And how do you know if you weren't the first person to acknowledge their existence today? Could very well be. We don't know, but we do know that we can put into things what we want to get out of them. So I always put and intend to put good into things so that good comes back out of them. Just a little tip, trick, and strategy there. So what's our action item today? I'm going to talk about our action item, then we're going to jump into the A in the soap framework so I do not forget. And I didn't grab my soap, which is, I put it on my lap to remind me not to forget. Since we started this, I don't even know. It could have been a week ago for all I remember. I'd have to go back to my notes. But our action item is today, I challenge you to do something that leaves a person, place, situation, experience better than you found it. Maybe you clean up a shared space. Maybe when you're on your walk for today, if you're going on a walk like I do, you pick up litter. I used to always carry a bag with me in my backpack so I could pick up garbage along the trails as I found it when I walked at my area local state park. Actually, I can't say that was my own idea. Sometimes I would do it if I had a bag, other times not. But one of the park rangers said, I see you here every day. Do you want to grab a bag and help us keep the park clean? I said, absolutely. And so he showed me where I could find bags all the time. So if I didn't bring one or forgot one, I could get a bag and I could just leave the park a little bit more beautiful than I found it. Because I literally got years, thousands of days worth of positive, beautiful experiences from that particular place. And I wanted to make sure I always left it better than I found it. So I challenge you today to pick one thing to leave something better than you found it. Share in the comments below that you did it. And if you really want to help everybody else out and make the world a better place, share what you did what gave you that, was it just an inspired idea? And then anything else you want to share about it, because that helps us all to learn and grow and be a better version of ourselves. All right, our A in the SOAP framework stands for analyze alternatives, which are the options we came up with yesterday. And then we're going to apply a very simple tool, one of my favorites, the pro and con tool to each of the options. We're just going to grab a scrap. Maybe it's just a Post-it note. Maybe it's a big paper like this. And we're going to put pro, con, and then the name of the option in it. So the first thing we're going to do is, what is the option? Maybe number 1 is coaching. Maybe number 2 is go online and research the topic. Maybe number 3 is, nowadays, ask AI. Ask AI what you can do to make the world a better place. Ask AI how you can contribute to making things better. I say ask AI for things like that. Don't ask AI for things that only human beings can do. I feel really strongly about that. I've seen and experienced with other people that are close to me some really horror stories about them relying on AI and thinking that AI is their best friend and counselor and mental health coach. Scary stuff. So be careful of that. That's my caution of the day, to leave and make the world a better place. But we're going to look at our pros and cons of the top 3 options, the ones you're most likely to act on. Just brainstorm out a list of what makes it a good idea and you want to implement it now, what makes it a bad idea or something that's going to take a little longer, so you're going to hold off on them. Rank them 1, 2, 3. Take action on number 1 today. If you want me to run through an example of this, put example in the comments below and I'll do that. Otherwise, if you've been with me at all, you know that there are lots of videos of me discussing analyzing alternatives and taking action. Literally, I bet there's at least 100. There could be more, right? I'm talking about this for a long time. Let's say 24 plus 24, at least 50. There's at least 50 examples of me going through this. All right, that's it. Go out, make it an amazing day. If I can help you in any way, ask. Otherwise, have a great day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.